Let the dollar circulate. Let the dollar circulate. Let it circulate, circulate, circulate.
Hi, my name is Gerimi Burleigh, and I'm at WonderCon.
Tell me, what number is this? Your first or multiple? What is it for you to be on WonderCon?
This is probably my 8th or 9th WonderCon.
You are a veteran, okay? They've got your check already in the mail and processed it many times. They don't even have to worry about that check cashing. They know you're going to be here, okay, 8, 9 times.
Oh yeah, well I've been coming since the show was in San Francisco.
Wow.
And even when it moved down here in LA, it's always been a great show for me.
What is the difference that I don't know that was it funkier? Was there more weed smoke? What was going on in San Francisco before it came here? Was it more indie, or what was it like there, the difference?
I think the only difference is the people of San Francisco and the fact that, you know, people that are part of pop culture and sci-fi and fantasy come out to comic conventions. In the Bay Area, people will just see an event, and people who have, I mean, there's lots of first-time comic convention fans here, but there are people who aren't comic book fans at all. They just see an event, they're like, oh, I just saw this, I'm gonna come in. And I think that's the difference.
Kind of funky vibe, kind of.
LA has a lot of traffic, so people don't leave the house unless they're going for something they know they want to go to.
It's very hard to tell people, like, at the last moment on Sunday, oh, just come down to Anaheim. They're like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, you know, they don't have that same sense of just, like, maybe more adventure in San Francisco, being a city, they can get around more easily.
Yeah.
Okay. What particular work are you proud of? Were you trying to push your most Eyes of God, or what is that about?
Oh, Eye of the Gods. This is the first book I published. It is a psychological thriller about a man who's cursed with visions he can't control. He can look through other people's eyes and he can see what they're seeing, but he ends up witnessing a murder in one of these visions and finds out it's being reported in the news as a death by natural causes.
Now, is it more a little bit like Tom Cruise's movie? I don't want to give it, like, you know, like that.
It's more like an Alfred Hitchcock thriller, with a little bit of a sci-fi supernatural twist. There's this book, and then the current series that I'm working on, Morning Star. This book is my current project. It's Lucifer's Fall from Heaven, but it's told as a Western.
Wow.
So the idea is that at the dawn of creation, the universe is a raw, untamed frontier. It's a Wild West. There's 7 archangels that are like the Magnificent Seven, and Lucifer, he's their leader. He's the marshal of heaven. You know, because he wasn't created to be evil. Originally, he was supposed to be the brides of all the angels.
When you have a book like this, do you feel that you're missing or not tapping into the faith community? Because, I mean, they're very loyal about buying alternative fiction now, you know, for the faith and family, faith and entertainment. Have you tapped into that base to go into your work and stuff? I mean, as far as people wanting that type of, like, family faith fiction? Because I've seen some apocalyptic type of faith family films, very expensive ones done and stuff, you know.
This book, it uses the ideas, but treats it more as a mythological concept as opposed to being something that's true to scripture. Like, you know, I have Michael in it, Ariel, you know, Gabriel. Well, in my book, Gabriel is actually a woman. She's Gabrielle. But the point is, I use a lot of the archangels and the ideas, but it's much more of a mythological story. And I try to tread that line where I'm respectful to Christian faith, but it's not something that's true to scripture. So I don't want to sell people a book and tell them it's simply a biblical reinterpretation, because it is not.
No, I've seen some very, like, high profile, like Lucifer's on its 2nd season. They had Damien for A&E. They've had the Hell Angels part on Sci-Fi Network. I mean, so I've seen more, I would say, Hell on Earth type dramatization. Do you see that going with your book too? Maybe also possibly being split off to a series?
Oh yeah, definitely.
With the Western motif, I could tell, even with Westworld being so big, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so, you know.
I mean, for this, I see that the Old West, there's a lot of stories I can tell, not just about the archangels, but just taking biblical themes and redoing those in an old Western scene, or taking the characters from this and doing them in other time periods. So there's definitely room to grow and more stories to tell.
Definitely great. Where can they get more of your work? How can they find you, get to you and stuff?
My website is jerimi.net. From there, you can go to my store. You can also find links to my Instagram, my Twitter. I have a newsletter. It's newsletter.jerimi.net.
Let the dollar circulate.